Phosphor fans, welcome back. Earl at thelogbook.com here with yet another Phosphor fossil from the arcade. This one is 1982's Bump and Jump, a game about racing cars and destroying them. Namely the ones driven by other people, although you do wind up destroying the car that you are supposedly in quite a bit. You also wind up jumping a lot. That's really the whole mechanic of the game, is your car can go airborne, and this is a necessary survival tactic in many parts of the game. As you can see, you have, I think, what most mild-mannered golfers would call water hazards, what most drivers would call bridge out, holy bleep, and you have to jump over these things in order to stay alive, basically. You are the red car in the middle. You can bump, you can jump. One of the tactics you can do to try to put other players out of commission is you bump them into terrain, or you bump them into obstacles. You have to reach a certain amount of speed to be able to jump. Now you can, as you can see there, you can jump on top of... Oh, didn't quite make it. Probably jumped too early. As you can see, there's a warning symbol that appears at the top of the screen when you're about to have to use your jump ability to stay alive. You can also try to use your jump tactically to land on and destroy one of your opponents. Didn't have enough speed to jump there. The problem with using the jump tactically is that you wind up talking about it and slamming into slamming into terrain. And the problem with jumping tactically is that you are going to be airborne, and you're going to be landing at perhaps unpredictable times that leave you in a real spot when the time comes to jump over a bridge that has fallen into the water or hasn't been built, whatever the backstory is. There is a continued play feature on this game, but it really only matters if you've cleared a level. I mean, if you're still on level 1, it's still going to start you here at the very beginning of the game. So there's no rush to put your quarter in the machine. You kind of have to stay as close to the middle of whatever the lane is as possible. Getting too close to the edge puts you in a position to run into something that will destroy you, like trees there, as I just demonstrated. Close one. Some of these bridgeless rivers that you have to cross, you have to jump twice to get over them. There will be an island or something that's just an isolated little strip of roadway that you have to bounce off of and jump a second time. You can't allow your speed to reduce. So keep that joystick, as far up as you can. The next way is spring. Okay. I guess this is a game that happens by season. The problem with colliding with the other cars, you really don't see me being too terribly competitive here. The problem with colliding with the other cars is that it puts you off center and makes it easier for another car to sneak up behind you and destroy you. Now this is the Bally Midway licensed version. I guess I better, since I actually cleared a level, let's continue. Although, oh, pattern 2, okay. I guess I guess the way is still spraying. Oh, yes it is. Indeed it is. Oh, potholes, which will destroy you, by the way. Obviously, this game takes place in Oklahoma. The more aggressive you are, the more liable you are to be a statistic. Oh, I don't know if that was a pothole or an oil slick. Oh, okay, I may have to retract my Oklahoma statement. Oh, didn't. Okay, remember what I was telling you about having to jump twice? That was one of them. Oh, I still think that's an Oklahoma pothole. This game also appeared in the Data East cassette system format, the Deco format, which was quite popular with arcade operators because all they had to do was purchase the generic Data East arcade cabinet with the cassette system in it, and if Burger Time stopped performing, they could swap it out for Bump and Jump, or vice versa. Systems like the Deco cassette system were pretty popular with arcade operators for that reason. You only had to invest in one machine, and you could update the machine, swap out the control panel overlays, the backlit marquee at the top of the machine, along with the cassette. And all of this would be provided when you bought a new title from your friendly local Data East distributor. It would all come with the game. Okay, at this point, I think I'm just literally spinning my wheels and only occasionally jumping. So there you have it, Data East's. Nice little arcade also ran. It wasn't exactly a hit, Bump and Jump. However, it was ported to several home consoles, including the Atari 2600, and I believe the ColecoVision had a really good version of Bump and Jump on it, all licensed by Data East to the various respective parties. So it's a fun little game if you feel like trying to get ahead in life by destroying your competition.